Crack-a-locking everybody. Sports Money Music Podcast. You already know your boy Jim Banks, my bro right here on my number two, my right hand man. What it do, bro?
Chilling, chilling, chilling. What's going on, big bro?
Man, YouTube life, baby. We gotta get the subscribers and the likes up, baby. We gotta get them up, baby.
Let's go. We on the campaign to 1,000, man. Everybody know the number. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Comment on the show, man. Go to Jim Banks on YouTube. That's the page where the content is gonna be, man. So let's get it.
Let's get it, man. You already know we gonna talk some NBA. I mean, not some NBA. You know, we definitely on. Oh man, I don't even want. That's I definitely said the wrong three letters. NFL college recap. You already know, man. We in the building. What's going on, Ma? How your weekend go?
It was cool, man. Wasn't too much going on, Got of course watching football. That's the main thing. Got officiating some football up here, some low level games and stuff, man. So we in the thick of it right now. The coach and nephew in his flag football journey. So we're starting out. So that's been crazy, but it's cool.
Is it 20 degrees up there in Michigan?
Not yet.
Already 20 degrees yet?
So it's coming. We in the 70s and 60s, like low 70s. It's about to be in 50s and all downhill from there. So
Ooh wee!
it come
Hell,
quick.
the whole what northeast was there remnants of the hurricane and whatnot. It's like
Yeah,
every game you turn on was raining and soggy. It's like basically like from Cleveland on over east. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't really get none down here in Cincy. You know what I'm saying? But I see Cleveland was out of it. I see Philly up there when you know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
of course you know the Bengals. You know what I mean? New York, all that man. It was
yeah.
ugly on the East Coast, man. So.
It
They
definitely
tried
was.
you
Yeah.
ain't follow that side of the state. I mean of the country. You know what I mean? Shit.
Hey, that's definitely something you got to pay attention to when you're making these wagers and picks and all that sort of thing. What the
All that.
like?
Woo. Definitely kill me, boy, for sure. I want fantasy football kill me. T Higgins ain't. Oh my God, T Higgins, Boyd, all of them, they all kill me, boy. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
College recap, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, them hashtag pick small. You know what I'm saying? 5-1, baby. 3-0 last week, Ma. Wait, what was that? What was that?
Struggle, man. Well,
What them hashtag bet the rent money picks looking like, Ma?
let me provide some clarity. I clearly went out on a limb for Stanford USC. That was a crazy pick, but whatever. Because Jim, we always talking about I'm conservative, so I had to throw one crazy.
Yeah, definitely very conservative, sir.
But I did pick Bama to win. But if you listen to the show, I said, I'm taking Texas plus 7. So if you was betting the rent money with the
Yeah,
spread, I went
yeah.
to a dub. So I'm 1-2 officially, but like 1-2 with an
Yeah,
ass because of
yeah,
you.
we don't do the spread, sir. We don't do we straight money lines over here. We straight money lining over here. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
trying to help the
No.
trying to help the viewers get the real cash, man. So
So, hashtag bet the red money picks. You know, there's 3 picks we do out of the college games. So many college games, you know what I mean? But again, man, us being the experts that we are, man, you know what I'm saying? We're a good bet, but hey, if you win, you hit yours. If you don't call us, man. We ain't got to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Remember the disclosure.
You know what I'm saying? Full disclosure, all that. You know what I'm saying? My picks had UC over Pitt, 27-21. They was actually controlling that game a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And Pitt picked to be one of the top teams in the ACC. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
UC looking real good. One thing I keep hearing about UC, University of Cincinnati, I'm referring to, is because I haven't a chance to see them yet. The defense is aggressive and they fast. You know what I'm saying? I keep hearing that about. You know what I'm saying? But we got Oklahoma in the building coming to Nipper Stadium down to UC. Not this week, but next week. So of course, that's gonna definitely be the test. You know what I'm saying? Young Corey Kiner. You know what I'm saying? Cincinnati homegrown. 20 carries, 153 yards. You know, so I also had Texas over Alabama. You know what I'm saying? I like that guy, Jalen Milroe, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I picked him because of Do I have more confidence in Quinn Ewers over the Mill Road kid? But I like him though, Maul. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the
Mm-hmm.
intervention. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way he kept his eyes downfield. The deep ball was pretty as hell. He threw. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nice deep
But
ball.
Texas,
Facts.
yeah, Texas just too much for him. Your boy Ewers 24 for 38, 349 through three touchdowns. Jatavion Sanders, 5 catches, 114. Adonai Mitchell had 2 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? But then my third hashtag back to red money pick was Miami Hurricanes over Florida State. I mean, that's not Florida State, my bad, Florida A&M. Tyler Van Dyke threw for 374 and 5 TDs, man. Them Hurricanes look good, man. You get to see that game?
Yeah, I did. I recorded it. Watched most of it. And you're right. They kind of the defense looked fast and aggressive. Offensively, had some guys with some speed.
Yeah, they did.
It's still kind of hard seeing them because they don't pop like the youth. It ain't that
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
always kind of
For
comparing
sure.
them to
Yeah.
what they look like. And again, call me crazy, man, but they got to get out of them Adidas uniforms, man. Like for
Yeah.
real,
I
like it
feel
don't
you.
look good.
Yeah.
Like it don't look like
Nah.
Miami.
Nah.
The
Not without that
style, the
smooth. Yeah.
design. It
Yeah.
don't
For
look
sure.
good, man.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah. You see.
mediocre with their uniform,
Yeah.
man.
You see.
So
You see. Went back to the Jordan. You know,
absolutely,
we was one of the first with the Jordan brand. The Bob Huggins. UC. You know what I'm saying? So we went back to Jordan. We had to get up out that. I don't know. They was at Under Armour last or Adidas. One of them. They had to get up out of there though. Going to the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? So.
yeah,
I feel you on that Adidas shit. I feel you. Shout out to Adidas though. Don't get us wrong, but
yeah.
yeah, it don't look right. But go ahead, mom. My
Yeah,
bad.
no, you're right. It just, so, but I thought that they would win that game. That was the one game I did get right. It was 1-2 last week, 2-1, 1-2, but that was the game I did get right. So shout out to Miami. I still think they will probably lose 3 or 4 games, but big win. We got to be able to go ahead and protect home field.
So what's the overall record then? I'm sitting at 5-1 right now, man. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, definitely. We're gonna run through a few more scores. Only top 25 contest it was as far as two teams matched up. Top 25, Ole Miss 37 against number 24 Tulane. Appalachian State took North Carolina, number 17th ranked North Carolina to the brink, 2 overtimes, 40-34. Oregon 13th ranked took Texas Tech, gave them all to the business. They ended up pulling it out still 38-30. And of course, I already know you got to get your prime time update, man. 36-14 over Nebraska. It was a slow start. Shador had 393, 2 touchdowns. Xavier Weaver turned it into that number one receiver you was talking about.
Maniac.
10 catches, 170 and a touchdown, Ma.
Yeah,
I'm saying, what
maniac.
stick out from you this weekend in college, bro?
Yeah, man, getting Colorado, bouncing back, big
See your
emotional
boy showing the
win.
watch, like, man.
Yeah,
Say showing the watch, like,
yeah,
man,
so
crowd was weak as
yeah,
hell, man.
flexed on him like something light.
So like,
Yeah, but again, they defense had the obviously Nebraska's offense isn't great, but defense they showed, made a couple plays on the ball, which you like to see. You like to see turnovers being created, so that's really going to be how Colorado, I think, keeps themselves in the game, the tougher games. You got to try to force interceptions, force fumbles, things of that nature. Obviously, Nebraska kept putting the ball on the ground, but then Shador and they were able to take advantage of it. They obviously, I think Shador has to do a little bit better job eluding pressure.
hmm
He kind of, his pocket awareness is good, but his escapability isn't the best. He backs up a lot into sacks or kind of backs
yeah,
into sacks instead of being able
yeah.
to maneuver around
I
the
think we
pocket
need to
and get rid
run
of some
more
stuff.
for
So
real. You know what I'm
he
saying?
should, yeah, he should absolutely. And he's good. He's a pocket passer. He's definitely not a dual threat, but he has the ability to run. But I mean, you can't take 7 sacks against a team like Oregon or against a team like USC and expect to win. So you guys should be able to be smarter with the decision making. But that in Texas, man, Quinn Ewers definitely balled out. I mentioned in the previous episode, if can they guard Texas receivers? Who do you put McKinstry on? Do you put him on Worthy? Do you put him on Adonai Mitchell? And both of them had touchdown catches. So Texas is like they grew up, man. But this isn't, how they handle prosperity is the next step, man. How do you, don't
Mm.
go to Kansas State and lose, or don't go to Texas Tech and
Colorado,
lose. Like that's
Colorado stay next. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got next. Yeah. So
yeah.
you're right.
So got to be able to handle prosperity and keep it going.
Yeah, so you see Cam, Killer Cam was there. You see you know what I'm saying?
Hmm
So we talk about at the Colorado game, of course. Wu Tang was there, you know what I'm saying? They try to, I don't be I don't pay attention to that shit, but it was always somebody, they was there at the Colorado. Why weren't they there next to them at Jackson State? Some of them there. But hell, that's the difference between Jackson, Mississippi, no disrespect, versus, Colorado, man. How
hmm
many times Deion Sanders was talking about how many times his car got broken into and all that stuff, man. It
hmm
was just a whole different environment, man. So, people always got something to cry about. I don't be paying attention to that shit, but
Facts.
get out of here with that. Hashtag bet the red money picks week two. This kind of a down week, man. All the great games is really next week for real. You know what I'm saying? And this another thing, man. With all this alignment of the colleges and shit, all them little those little playing Appalachian States and all that. I mean, no disrespect giving those guys, a shot, but like, damn, them games need to be out of here, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all them Big 12 now, these 18 teams in each conference.
hmm
Like, y'all don't need to be playing these type teams no more, man. Even the MAC teams for real. No disrespect. This is a MAC country right here. You know what I'm saying? MAC, my own
hmm
BG. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all play? Who y'all I know y'all play somebody. Who y'all
Play
play coming up?
Michigan.
Big Bowling Green. Yeah.
Michigan.
Michigan, right? Like, what's that gonna be like 75-0, Mall? Like, what?
Probably close. 60-10, something like that. It's gonna
Like,
be ugly.
why though, man? You know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
definitely it's time for those type games to get out of here though, man. But hashtag bet the rib money picks, man. Who you got this week?
Yeah, it's definitely a week low, a week slate. I say. I'm gonna do all mine again with the spreads, man. So I'm not doing anything without the spreads. So of course I'm gonna give you the heads up, but that's the easy way. Um, First game is Tennessee and Florida. That's the nationally televised 7 o'clock game. Everybody, me long enough. Big Tennessee guy from back in the day. Good to see Josh Heupel having those guys back up. They struggled last week against Austin P. Got to go down to Florida. They are um, the line is 6.5 right now according to ESPN. Tennessee giving up 6.5. I think that's too much. In a nighttime environment in the swamp, it's going to be loud. Florida's going to try to come and play it. This will be a signature win for Florida. I'm gonna take them outright, man. I'm gonna take them outright, and I'm gonna take them plus the points in the upset against Tennessee. They're gonna win that game. Florida,
I
they
looked
got
at
some
that
talent.
game too. I looked at that game
They
too,
got
but
some
I
talent. They got a couple
yeah,
guys who can play some speed down there.
yeah.
So Tennessee, big scheme. They got some players too, but that's gonna be a tough environment. Anytime you have to go down to Florida, it's not easy. So I'm gonna pick Florida in that game.
Okay.
Washington and Michigan State. This is gonna be a blowout, man. It's gonna be bad. Washington, number 8. Washington's on the road to Michigan State. Of course, you know the thing you have to kind of factor in though is like I think there's still some love for Mark D'Antoni. Some of his players from when he recruited and signed are still there. There's fifth
Damn.
year guys and fourth
About to
year.
say, damn, how long? Shit.
Yeah. I mean, Mel Tucker's only been there for 3 years. This is his third year.
Damn, it seems like he been gone longer than
Yeah, it
that.
does. It
Damn.
does.
Yeah.
So can D'Antonio pull some magic, right? Is that kind of you see some strange things like that happen in college sports
Mhm.
where hey he's good for a fake punt here, fake punt
Mhm.
there, but I think they keep it close, at least for the first half. Washington right now is -16. That's that's a big number. Washington is very good offensively. Penix Jr. is thrown for 859 yards already, 8 touchdowns. He's a Heisman candidate for sure. Um,
Mhm.
I'm gonna take Michigan State plus the 16. I'm taking Washington to win, but I'm gonna take the points with Michigan State. I think they keep it closer, man. I think they keep it closer than 16. Just
You
with
know,
kind
we
of
bet the money
Antonio
line here. We bet the money line. We the money line, baby.
And then man, I'm trying to find the last game, man. I guess South Carolina, Georgia.
I know it's tough, man. It's tough
It,
this week.
it's,
It's
it's,
ugly. Yeah, it's
it's weak
ugly.
sauce out here. Georgia's
Yeah.
minus 27 and a half. Like, again, that still feels like a big number. Georgia's the number one team in the country. South Carolina can't block anybody, but Spencer Rattler has thrown for 700 yards and 3 touchdowns so far. South Carolina does have some talent. It is an SEC game. Um, and Georgia still is, I think, trying to figure out, who's going to be their playmakers offensively other than Brock Bowers. Um, so again, Georgia will win the game clearly, but I'm gonna make it a closer game too. I'm gonna take South Carolina plus the 20 just because the spread is so big. I think 28 in the SEC is still a big number, unless you're playing against like Vanderbilt or. So I'm gonna take South Carolina plus the 28. Georgia win outright, and that's my bet to win money picks. I'm going 3-0 this week, man. I'm breaking the streak.
Well, win a few. I did go with number 8, Washington versus Michigan State. Both teams 2-0. Like I say, Michael Penix Jr. is a maniac, man. Definitely going Washington. I'm gonna go TCU and Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? Houston's at home. I think TCU, you know what I'm saying, blows them out the gym. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Houston struggled versus Rice and University of Texas San Antonio. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go TCU with the road win, and I'm gonna go Ole Miss over Georgia Tech. But I like Georgia Tech, man. Like I said, I seen the Georgia Tech game against Louisville. Both teams can score. I almost went with the upset. And I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Tech with the upset against Ole Miss. Wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go Ole Miss. Like I say, Ole Miss, TCU, and Washington. Hashtag bet the rent money, man. You know what I'm saying? Guaranteed to win. Fuck with us, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, y'all hear Banks 5-1, man. So I'm coming with 3-0. He gonna be, he ain't bet none of my games, so he'll be 3-0 too.
Big well, we got one game, Michigan and Washington game. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Week 1 of the NFL was finally here. Kicked off with a bang with, of course, the Thursday night game of Chiefs versus the Lions. You know what I mean? A lot of us didn't know, until the start of kickoff that your boy Kelsey wasn't going to play. You know what I'm saying? So of course that killed a lot of people betting, boy. I know a lot of people was mad as hell about that one. You know what I'm saying? But you know
Absolutely,
what I'm saying?
absolutely. That
You know what I
that
mean? I
a lot
said
of
it could be an
money,
upset. Usually these games, you know what I'm saying, they'll be close, you know what I'm saying? Your boy about to get cut dropping these balls and shit, man. You know what I'm
boy.
saying? No, what guy was that again?
Kadarius Tony
Just read the Tony guy, exactly.
started
Yeah,
that
man.
bum in my fantasy team, man. Never again.
I was looking at it too, like, man, should I grab this bum? You know what I'm saying? I went with the other one. You know what I'm
The other
saying? But
bum.
run down the scores real quick. Bengals. Oh my God, Maul predicted it, man. I was 8-8, matter of fact. What you go, man? I'm 8-8. Start out
I
the
was
season rough,
nine and
man.
seven.
9-7. Okay, you ain't do that much better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, run down the score real quick. Bengals lose bad to the Browns, 24-3. Joe Burrow coming off that big money extension. What he say? With 270 something with 219 guaranteed or some old
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. I kind of made a post too. Like, it's a reason you have preseason. Man. Every team sports have it. It's a reason, man. It's to get ready for the regular season. Now, of course, people will say, you get hurt preseason. Hell, you get hurt walking down the street. You get hurt getting out your bed. You know what I'm saying? But it's a reason they use it to get these guys. And then, of course, like I said, you see the rain affected both quarterbacks, but you seeing guys running the wrong route. Joe ain't know where Chase was going. Chase ain't know what the ball. You know what I'm saying? They was out of sync, and especially your old line. Old line was just looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Orlando Brown was looking like a bus over there. You know what I'm saying? But those guys, if nothing else, you should let the old line play together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it was a reason why first game they would play. The first series. Second game they play the first quarter. Third game they play the first half. Then the fourth game, they usually sit out and get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
this guy under Josh Zach Taylor, man, the Bengals don't get no reg. And I mean, last year it was a slow start. You know what I mean? First 5 games, three of them we went 2-5. The first we lost three out of 4 games in the first 5 games of the season. Of course, we went on that run, and then ended up getting lost to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, ended up making that run. Like Cleveland, tough enough to play. You know what I'm saying? Without having no motherfucking no preparation for them. You know what I'm saying? And anything you ain't did in 10 months. Last time they Bengals started playing was January. Like this is September, man. Like, come on, how
Yeah.
you? There's no way you can get a rhythm. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, does
Mm-hmm.
that compute them all? Like, am I going crazy or what, man? It
Nah,
just,
not at
it just
all. You're
burns.
right.
It just burns me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. There definitely is a reason why preseason exists, and I think there's a little bit of overconfidence in, hey, we can just go on the road consistently and beat anybody. Yeah, you can, but how much easier would it have been to play Kansas City at your home field versus
Mhm.
playing in Arrowhead? Like,
Exactly.
you
We
know what I'm
won one of
saying? And
those games
so,
last year. We've been out. Exactly.
absolutely, man. So I like to
Burns
me the
you up.
goal would have been, hey, how can we get home field advantage
Right.
this
Yeah.
year?
That should be
Before all the
exactly.
money kick in, before T
Exactly.
Higgins leaves, like this should
Exactly.
have been a year. So giving up that game when KC lost game 1, it might end up being one of the games that cost them home field advantage. And again,
AFC tight
the,
too, man.
the
You know what
AFC
I'm
is
saying?
tough, man. Like look at
Tough.
what Miami did. Look at all these teams accounting for themselves well. So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
hard to go on the road and win multiple playoff games in this AFC. You could, but it's just gonna be difficult. So try to
Very.
avoid that if you can.
Big fact. Joe Burrow, yeah, 82 passing yards. Nick said it's like they justifying a reason not to pay him. He only got 13 carries, but he had 56 yards. Nick Chubb, on the other hand, 18 carries, 106 yards. He was looking like Nick Chubb, man, one of the best backs in the league. You know what I'm saying? But that's a perfect ideal time to run the fucking ball, man. You know
100,
what I'm saying? Two tight ends. I don't give to put a fullback back there and run the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Like these quarterbacks allergic to running the ball, man. These not the quarterbacks. I mean, these head coaches, 'cause a lot of them are former quarterbacks. So all they want to do is fucking throw the ball at 90% of the time for real. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So the shit really burns you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Love looked good at 254 yards, 3 touchdowns. Packers beat the Bears. Cowboys, of course, looked real good, 40 to zip. You know what I'm saying? Defense had 2 interceptions, 7 sacks. Like of course I picked the Giants, you know what I'm saying? But remember I said they got them in the championship game because I think they wanted to that more talented teams, that the Stephon Gilmore trade, man, quietly I'm telling you, man, like the best trade, the best I can see. Was it a trade? Now they traded for it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, best move of the offseason, man. Like shut down. Like all 3 levels of this team is now solidified all the way around, man. That Cowboy defense look tough, man. Look real tough.
it does. It does. Not a lot of holes there, really at all. You just got to, and I don't think it's going to come down to defense. I think the defense will be good enough, definitely, to win them Super Bowl. So to me, the concerns are on the other side of the ball, but yeah, the defense showed out for sure.
Talking about your favorite quarterback, Dak, you mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
Yeah,
I,
but then I said he gonna start out the season slow, then he gonna catch fire. As long as the defense keep doing what they doing, man, he get time. He get time to build himself up, and you know.
hey, I have a question, Cowboys Nation. Ain't no building himself up, man. That Dak trade to the Jets for picks and a player. Who says no, man? I ain't saying no. And Jets really trying to go for a Super Bowl. Play with Cooper Rush. We've seen enough of Cooper Rush. This defense is elite as everybody say it is, and it's elite. Go trade for Jonathan Taylor. Go let Cooper Rush be your quarterback, man, and we gonna go in the Super Bowl. We ain't winning it. We
Nah,
got
not with Cooper
man.
Rush. This ain't Brock Purdy 2.0 looking motherfucker. Nah, hell nah. Ravens over to Texas, 25-9. J.K. Dobbins, man, Achilles injury, man. You know what I mean?
Hurt.
I'm sorry for him, Old State. You know what I mean?
Sorry for him.
Can't catch a break. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got-
Contract year two, can't catch a break, man.
Yeah, he might. He might basically have to hang it up. I mean, even he'll be back next year. Because he's a fit guy. He works hard. He works out, but it's gonna be rough, man. Like maybe he'll get a training camp deal, like or maybe a guy sign him to a contract incentive type deal, but he just can't catch a break, man. Like just leg injuries, and I feel bad for him for sure.
Yeah, definitely do, man. You know what I'm saying? The running backs, they still so disrespected right now.
Hmm.
Now you got coming off an Achilles injury, man. Yeah, it ain't looking too good for his future, man, in the league, man. Baker Mayfield killed my ticket. Well, the Rams killed it at the end. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'd have had a bigger payout on FanDuel if they the
Right.
motherfucking run. The pumpkin, Minnesota, man. You know what I'm saying? That last drive, but look, shout out to Baker, though, looking good, and at least in that last minute, you know what I'm saying? Two
Mm.
touchdowns, especially that fourth cut, that drive at the end, that solidified. They needed that. Was it 30-10? You know what I'm saying? Do that little out route was pretty. You know what I'm
Beautiful.
saying? End of the game, Minnesota, man. That's gonna be a Minnesota thing. I had them taking a step back. Their defense, they're gonna be able to put up points, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much, but their defense trash for real, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Baker though. You know what I'm saying? Saints over the Titans, 16-15. Derek Carr, 265 yards, touchdown, and the INT. Chris Olave, Old State, 8 receptions, 112. Tannehill, man, bomb, man, 3 INTs, man. I thought they was benching that bomb, man. You know what I'm saying? You got two of these young boys back here. I guess they wanted justify paying this motherfucker, but man,
Right.
that should have been they should have been with the youth movement, man.
Yeah,
The
he
fuck
won't
out of
last
here.
more than 3 4 games. Like he about to be toast. But question is, who you go to? Like you go to Willis or you go to
I mean, Willis looking
Levis?
okay. I mean, he probably I'll go with Willis over Levis right now all
Me
day.
too.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too, for sure. I think Levis, probably gives you a little bit of upside. I know you weren't a Levis fan, but eventually though, you got DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry. Like, so you can't just go full tank mode. With those
Right.
guys there,
Hey,
and
big
they
facts,
and
right.
Vrabel gonna want to win too. So they're
Mhm.
gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, it's looking bad for those guys for sure.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Jags over the Colts, 31-24. Calvin Ridley has returned 8 catches and 101 and a touchdown. Anthony Richardson ain't played bad for the Colts, 24 for 37, 223 touchdown to INT. Also a rush for 40 yards and a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? 49ers over the Steelers, 30-7. Cards over the Commanders, man. You know what I'm saying? That Dobbs guy, look, he was playing okay, man. The Cards actually played better than what I thought. I thought Washington was gonna be able to, what I'm saying, had a way with them.
Yeah, me
You know
too.
what I'm saying? But they played pretty good. Same old Broncos though. Lose porn star Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? 17-16 with a clutch drive. Porn star had 20 for 26, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, INT. I ain't the one that made up the porn star Jimmy shit. You know
No,
what I'm
not
saying?
at
It was
all.
Stephen A. Smith. So, I don't know where it comes from or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But,
And he was
you know
on.
what
They
I'm saying?
said he was on a date with a porn star. This
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
giving him an
Okay.
update. So that's where it came from.
Okay. Did I say Steelers over the 49ers over Steelers 30 to
Yeah.
7?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Brandon Ayuk seemed like he might be the number one guy for Purdy, man. Eight
Yeah.
catches, 129.
You nice.
McCaffrey, 22 rushes, 152. You know what I'm saying? I think you say you like Ayuk, huh? I like him
Yeah.
too, man. My
You
boy
nice.
Debo, he ain't that number one no more, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, did he? I'm trying to remember. Did Debo get paid? I think he did get a
Yeah, he
contract.
get paid. He got paid a couple years
Okay,
ago, but
good.
he
I
tried to
feel
help you out.
good.
Yeah,
At least he got that,
yeah,
wide back, money before
for
Christmas came
sure.
in there and took
Yeah.
all his cash because that'd have been ugly.
The game of the year was definitely the game of the day. Might have been the game of the year. First week, Chargers and the Dolphins. Dolphins win 36-24. I like the energy Tyreek Hill was playing with the whole game, man. He was just go, he was on go mode all
Mm-hmm.
game. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? 11 catches, 215, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Tua had 466, 3 touchdowns, INT. They look good, man. and they look good, man. They might be the 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Quarterback, receiver combo in the league. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to throw chasing Joe in there. Definitely got to throw shitty ass Josh Allen and Diggs in there. I guess you can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kelsey and Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that game that was, and again, we was texting about the guy on the game winning drive. All he had to do was just literally turn his head around. The ball would hit him right in the chest.
Man,
He could
what?
even played it, not
And
intercepted it. I don't know how the guys made it to the league, man, but you know what I'm saying. Just really burns you up. Eagles over the Patriots, 25-20. Like I said, another East Coast wet sloppy game over there. You know what I'm saying. Rams. You know what I'm saying, over the Seahawks, 30-13. Stafford, 334 yards. Gino, 16 for 26, 112 and a touchdown. Terrible, Gino. Y'all that money.
oh,
Come on, man.
what?
Don't start that bullshit, Gino. We ain't about to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, the Monday night game, Jets over the Bills. Aaron Rodgers, man, my goat, torn Achilles, man. It was the sign of the weekend. A lot of people trying to say maybe the grass. People trying to get people to, what I'm saying, get the NFL to get rid of this turf shit, go to grass now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, but it's just bad, man. Speak on your goat, bro.
Yeah, definitely sad to see. I thought it was an ankle kind of early on when I saw
Yeah.
it. But even if it was that, it was a broken ankle or torn Achilles. Like either way, it's bad business, man. But
Mhm.
sad for the Jets, sad for him. It would have been great to see him kind of be able to figure out what that's like. You know what I'm saying? My fantasy team got Garrett Wilson like shot. Like, oh
I
man,
just, I just went and got Lazard off the train block and what for what? Now oh
but
my
like,
God.
but see, this is like I don't want to say too much because the guy ain't played well this past weekend. But like the Jets should have Justin Fields, man. Like like that
Yeah,
they should have him there. Like they wouldn't
yeah,
be in this situation right now if they had Justin Fields,
yeah.
and even if they brought in Rodgers, and but they would have Justin Fields versus Zach Wilson. Like they clearly didn't look comfortable with
Mm-hmm.
having Zach Wilson throw the ball, but when he had to, they run the ball on first, run
Mm-hmm.
the ball on second,
Yeah,
throw the
yeah,
ball on third, and hopefully get a
yeah,
first down. And then
yeah.
keep your help your defense get in it. So,
Right.
what
Terrible.
that mean long term, I don't know. But look, I think that Aaron Rodgers can definitely help Zach mentally. You know what I'm saying? I think he clearly he looked. I don't say horrible last night. Made some good throws. He clearly has arm talent, so it's just a matter of how much he can process. But their offensive guys need to also be creative in how they scheme up now. Like you got to scheme up getting Dalvin the ball, scheme up getting Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard the ball. Like don't just keep lining. To me, these NFL guys are so bad, which is why I actually loved a lot of what the Bills did yesterday. If you recognize and see, they lined up uh, Diggs, Stephon Diggs in the slot a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, you could go put him outside on Sauce, and he had some catches on Sauce, but put him in the middle. Like, put Garrett Wilson, send him on motion, put him in a bunch, send him on a stack, send him on a switch release, send him. Don't just keep having him line up wide outside, so then they're gonna be getting checked by Trayvon Diggs, and put him in scenarios where he can get free releases and try to go catch the ball. They got to get more creative on offense and try to get their weapons the ball so that they can try to stay in games.
It was definitely what they was counting on Aaron for, to be able to orchestrate that type of shit on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, man. Zach Wilson, 11 for 21, 140, a touchdown to INT. Xavier Gibson with the punt return and overtime, to, you know what I'm saying? To seal the win. Josh Allen, man. I was listening to damn, what's that show now? It comes on ESPN Radio with Chris Canty.
But get up.
Nah, not Get Up. No, I'm saying it comes on the radio, ESPN Radio,
Oh, okay.
15:30 or whatever. But can't remember the name of it. But I mean, this guy, he just been echoing the same shit I said, man. Like, far as Josh Allen, just the most overrated quarterback. Far as like he's not on the that upper tier, man. Like he's not on Burrow, he's not on McHolmes, like he's not on these guys' level, man. They have four turnovers, three INTs, all of the same guy over there. You know what I'm saying? They just,
Mm-hmm.
I said they was gonna fall, but I actually had the Jets winning with Miami right behind them, then Buffalo. Now I just moved Miami up to move them to win the division.
Just move
Buffalo,
them
they
up,
probably be in
huh?
there fighting for a wild card, but you see why Diggs want to get out of here on this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is
Mm-hmm.
up with Josh Allen, bro. Like I said, I never was a big fan. You know what I'm saying? But what you think about the whole? Is he overrated? All that too much hype? That's that machine, man. The hype machine, man. You already know how to be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I think you was talking about that last year too. Coming out, I was surprised at how many people was fans. 'Cause I think he was the high 50s, low 60% completion guy in college, which you shouldn't be. If you're one of the best guys, you should be mid 60s, high 60s, maybe even low 70s now. It's so easy.
Right.
But then he kind of took off. Then kind of changed my mind. The game, I think he's still living off that game against KC where he balled out. But you keep turning the ball over, bro. You got no shot. Like, and so, you know, is he overrated? Like, yeah, probably. Is he better than Joe Burrow? No. Like, is he better than Jalen Hurts at this point? No. Is he better than Justin Herbert at this point? No. Trevor Lawrence? No. Like, in my opinion, he's not top five anymore. But he's big. He's just a bad decision maker. And at quarterback, you can't be a bad decision maker. So, he just got to make better choices. If he makes better choices, he can be better. But I just don't see it. 6 years in the league, whatever it is already, he ain't gonna change.
Yeah, pretty much. What I'm saying? Week two picks. I feel like I'm going undefeated right here, man. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going 16-0, man. You know what I'm saying? Thursday night game. You got the Vikings and the Eagles. So I'm running out my picks real quick. I'm gonna go Eagles in that game. I don't have no more confidence in the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Kirk and them guys, they gonna give you 17 to 24 points a game, but defense probably gonna give up 24 to 27. They was in the most one run games last year. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And their defense just ain't gonna hold up. Bengals and Ravens, man. Tired of being a homer. You know what I'm saying? Quit giving me that look, man. Don't give me that look, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know it can't be true.
I'm tired of being a homer, but I gotta be one more
Ah,
time, man. I said we go back. We need this game. We
you
gotta
couldn't
bounce back.
resist it.
JK is hurt. Dobbins is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was hurt last year in the playoffs, they still played us tough. You know, I looking for us to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely can't believe those guys gonna have a game like that again. Bengals, we at home. We need this game. Can't go down 0-2. Can't have two straight division losses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Bengals at home. Even though earlier I was tinkering with the Ravens, but I think we go bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Win this game. Bucks and the Bears. Give me the Bucks. Baker, man. It was got a quarterback said I ain't going this weekend. Baker said I ain't going. Y'all got me fucked up. Matt Stafford said I ain't going. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all thought we was done out here. You know what I'm saying? A couple guys told y'all y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Baker said y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Buzz. I've got all the talent they do got down a receiver and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you got
Hmm.
some players down there with him. Cowboys and the Jets, of course, you gotta go with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Get Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Raiders and the Bills. Give me porn star in the game, Jim. I'm going
Wow.
porn star. I'm going porn star, Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? The Bills, kind of started. We seen it, it started in the preseason with, me and Gil, with your boy Diggs and all that. You know what I'm saying? As they shook, you know what I'm saying? They are at home, you know what I'm saying? But give me porn star. He ain't shook. He been in this situation before. Josh Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? I won't go with the Raiders right there, man. Packers and the Falcons. Give me the Packers. Lions and the Seahawks, another tough game, but I'm gonna go with Detroit at home. Colts and Texas, give me the Colts. Cards and the Giants. I'm gonna go to Cardinals, man. I like to play
Mm.
the Dobbs guy played. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there in New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure eventually it's gonna come to head. With what I mean, you guy getting that money over Saquon. You know what I'm saying? So who knows how that's gonna come about. Of course, too. Like I said, I like the way the Cards play, especially on defense. I'm gonna go with them at home, man, against the Giants, man. 49ers and the Rams. You know what I mean? Like say Stafford said I ain't going, but I'm still go 49ers. Commanders and the Broncos. Broncos, I don't believe y'all yet. I'm gonna go with the Commanders, Jim. I'm gonna go with Sam
Mm,
Howell in the game, man, on the road against the Broncos. Yeah, y'all still ain't convinced me yet. I don't give a fuck about Sean Payton and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Dolphins and the Bucks. I'm going to give you the Dolphins. Then of course Monday night you got two games. I don't know why they be doing this shit. Every now and then they do it. Saints and the Panthers. Give me the Saints. Browns and the Steelers. Browns defense looking good. You know what I'm saying? Is it the return of the old Michael Jordan of football, Deshaun Watson? We gonna see, but give me the Browns, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Give me my week 2 NFL picks. Let's go, Mal.
the good thing is we got a lot of picks that are different from each other, so
I already knew it. I already knew.
it's gonna be separation Sunday already. Week
Yeah, yeah.
season, again, I was 8-8, uh, and then also to shout out, go search the page on Instagram. I put my spread picks, which I was 9-7. So again, if you was rocking with me and you put $1 on each game, you won a little money. You over 500, man. So your goals
Facts,
will be over
facts.
500. So this week again, straight picks, straight up. Give me the Eagles. Also against the Vikings. Packers over the Falcons. Taking the Bills at home. Beat the Raiders, man. That's you're gonna see Stephon Diggs go for probably 150 and 2 tuds. So they're gonna get back right at home. I'm also gonna take the Bengals against the Ravens. I do think this is I don't want to say must win, but both
It is.
it's a big game. You don't want to go
Yeah.
vision.
Two division down, two division games, definitely.
Absolutely. So this is a big game, and they, bought Jamar Chase in the offense's own the Ravens recently. So Ravens will come with a little bit different flair, but losing J.K. does hurt. So Bengals must win game. We'll take the Bengals. Take the Lions to beat the Seahawks as well. I'm so mad at the Seahawks, though. The
Yeah,
second year in a row I got
yeah,
eliminated the first pick. That I am shocked the Seahawks got blew out like that. That don't
yeah. Me too.
blown out. So
Me too.
I don't know
Me
what's
too.
going on. There's some bad vibes or something up in Seattle, but I'll take the Lions at home. And also, too, the Lions is real probably still mad at Seattle because if Seattle would have beat, um, if they would have lost, they got some gifted calls last year against the Rams that kept the Lions out of the playoffs in Week 17. So, I think they want to kind of avenge them and be one of the teams that knock them off the playoff track early.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers at the Titans. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Bears to bounce back against the Buccaneers. Justin Fields' offense was slow. I think they're going to find some ways to bounce back this Sunday and beat Baker and the boys. Taking the Jaguars to beat the Chiefs, man. Travis Kelce, I think will be back. Chris Jones will be back, but it's Duval, man. I've been on this Duval train for 2 years now. It's finally time for the boys to stand up and announce that they, a force to be reckoned with. So I'm taking the Jaguars to beat the Chiefs. I'm taking the Texans to beat the Colts. CJ Stroud at home opener. Anthony Richardson got concussed. It looked like last week. He probably will play. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. But
Yeah, man, that's weird. I'm missing two games. Yeah, how the hell I'm missing that on my damn? Yeah, the Jags and the Colts. How the hell I missed that? I've got
yeah,
14
yeah,
games up here. I'm
Chiefs.
tweaking. What the fuck is I doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So give
Oh,
me
I gotta get that pick. Jags and the Chiefs. Ooh, hold on. I gotta get that pick. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Is Kel? Where they playing at?
at Jacksonville.
Is Kelsey playing? We don't know yet.
Oh yeah.
Is he gonna be 100%? Probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna go Duval. I'm gonna go Duval. I'm gonna go Duval. Yeah, I'm gonna go Duval. That's another game I'm missing too because I just noticed I only got 14 games on here for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry, bro.
You good. You good. Give me the Niners against the Rams. Give me the Giants to bounce back against the Cardinals. I totally understand exactly what you're saying. They definitely played a lot better than I thought they would. But I think the Giants will kind of right side thing, give Saquon the ball 25 times and you know, try to win the game that way. Give me the Cowboys to beat the Jets. Give me the Broncos against the Commanders. Yeah. Russell Wilson 2 touchdown passes, didn't throw for a lot of yards, but did look good. I think Jerry Judy will hopefully be back. he didn't play first week, and he's a stud. So
Mhm.
Washington, they don't think they look as good as I thought they were going to look. At home against the Cardinals, almost lost that game. Tim House first game on the road. I think the Broncos defense will be able to do enough to win that game. Give me the Dolphins going to the Patriots. Patriots look better than I thought they would, but I'm taking the Dolphins.
Mhm.
And Tua, give me the Saints against the Panthers. And I'm taking the Steelers at home. Again, kind of same, not same logic. Steelers, I don't think you want to go down 0-2 or not down 0-2, but you don't want to start out 0-2. And again, a big Mike Tomlin fan, favorite coach in the league. I think he finds a way to kind of help those guys back bounce after being just smacked around last week.
What about the Browns and Steelers? You said
Yeah,
Browns and Steelers.
Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers.
What the fuck? What game am I missing there?
Let me see. Did you pick the Pats and Dolphins?
Yeah, I did pick the Pats and Dolphins. Yeah, I got the Dolphins. Yep.
You take the Steelers.
Yeah. I
Steelers
got the Steelers,
Texans.
Browns, Texans, and Colts and Texans. Yep. I got the Eagles and the Vikings, Bengals, Ravens, Bucks, Bears, Cowboys, Jets, Bills, Raiders, Falcons, Packers, Seahawks, Lions, Colts, Texans, Giants, Cards, 49ers, Rams, Commanders, Broncos, Dolphins, Pats, Saints, Panthers, yeah, and Browns, Steelers. And of course,
Chargers at the Titans.
Chargers and the Titans.
Yeah, Chargers at the Titans.
Oh yeah, yeah, Chargers all day. Yeah, Chargers all day. Yeah, so Chargers and yeah, Duval. Yep, yep. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't know how the hell I missed that.
Yes, sir.
Weekly recap, man. It's been crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for rocking with us, man. Weekly recap, episode 103. You already know, follow the show at Sports Money Music Podcast on IG and X now, not Twitter, it's X now, and threads and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Follow the YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Jim Banks. Subscribe, like, comment, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? We here now, man. You know what I mean? It's been fun, Mom. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, sir.
Week 2. Yeah, buddy. Weekly recap, episode 103. We out, baby.
Now,